Greetings, it's Tuesday once again, so it is time for more Handelabra Live, more previews of Feather Promo Pack 2. Very exciting. So I'm John, aka Migrant P, lead developer at Handelabra Games, and yeah, I'm here to show you some new stuff. Handelabra Games believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible. Anyone working against those goals is not welcome and will not be tolerated, so be excellent to one another. Say hello in the chat if you're here. My chat seems to have not worked. Let me reload the page and maybe it will work. And we'll see who says hi. And it really just wants to keep playing my video back to me, which is not necessary. So, hello, Pricey Provinces. So, I did a little poll in the Second Wave Discord and just a message in our own Discord about what aspect we haven't seen yet would you want to see. So I'm going to click 3 Spirit Game here. Any complexity, we're going to go Scotland. And we're going to replace one of these spirits with Downpour. And the other spirit with one of the aspects and leave the other spirit as is. So I think we're going to keep Many Minds. And in the poll, Earth is the winner. Might Earth. So it's pretty close between that and Travel. We did see Travel a bit last time, but it was not working. I think the Travel special rule worked once and then it hit a bug and stopped working the rest of the game. So I don't think that's a great preview. So here we have Earth, and so this is temporary artwork, just palette swap right now. It's going to have proper artwork when it comes out. And hello, more people saying hello. Kokemon, Gracie Paz, Xander Cregan, welcome. Feel free to ask questions or whatnot. I'm in the way of this spirit, aren't I? Let's move myself out of the way for a second. So we still have Gift of Strength, but we have a new power. Earth moves with vigor and might. You may play an additional power card by paying 1 energy plus its cost. And it's, as a note, its elements apply for the rest of the threshold, so you can start getting the other thresholds just by playing that card. You do +1 damage with each damage dealing power used this turn, and again, and gain a power card. So turns Earth into a real damage dealer, especially if you can play multiple cards that deal damage, right? And you lose your special rule though. So no special rule. You get to see all of Earth's Rock Himbo glory. And we can see on the other side, I thought we have, yeah, the complexity is increased slightly. That's a thing we do. I think for resilience it's also up, probably. No, it's the same. Okay, so yeah, so that's Earth. And we're gonna have Many Minds and we'll have Downpour. And let's bump Scotland up 1 level because it was at, I think, did I show Scotland 2 or was it Scotland 1? I feel like Scotland 2 is basically just a setup thing, right? So let's jump up to Scotland 3. And we're probably just going to play the 1 game this turn because, or this stream because it's a lot. But we'll see. If we have a time for a bonus game, we will maybe bring in a Travel or a Shadows. 3-handed? Oh, I play 6-handed sometimes. But 3-handed, no problem. So the third level for Scotland says, in coastal lands, build cards affect lands without invaders so long as they're in the adjacent city. So a bit similar to England, but more specific. All right, and we could go with buried terrains again, but I think we got enough going on, so let's hit it. All right, and I'm in the good corner, so I don't have to move. Great. Maybe we can change it to a more rocky background. For Rock Himbo. This one? Yeah. Rock Himbo is what Jorbs calls Earth. if you're wondering. I always thought that was funny. Okay, so this is it. So Downpour, if you haven't seen, is a new spirit coming in promo pack 2, Feather, and this aspect and this adversary. So, and Many Minds comes with Jagged Earth, now available. So, let's get in and play the game here, shall we? Okay, so why don't we start with Earth. So they're in the mountains. We can see no city built on the coast, which is good. We have a limit of 6. There are more than 6 coastal lands with cities. Invaders win. And this, I think, this is something I asked last time. It tells you what's the board that's going to have the most coastal buildings, and if there's multiple, you get to choose between them. So, but by the time the escalation comes, that might be different. So also the setup is different. So we have 1 1 2 2 1 2 2. 1 1 2 2 1 2 2, and this one is coastal. It's not marked, but you can see. You can use your mind, figure it out. Okay. So they actually aren't building any coastal cities. So that's nice. But they will build in this land, even if we move the Explorer out, because there is an adjacent city. And that adjacent city doesn't have to be coastal, by the way. That doesn't come up a lot with Scotland, but it can come up. And Earth doesn't have its defend that it normally has. I think we can make good use of Guard the Healing Land here next turn. So maybe we plan to use Draw the Fruitful Earth, and next turn use Guard here. And so, yeah, we can bring Dahan, we can bring more Explorers, we can defend for 4, we can remove the Blight. It's a nice tidy thing for Earth to do. And we don't really have as much pressure to go up the card play track now with Earth, because we get to play extra cards. They do cost more, so it just means going up the energy track is like even better, right? So I'm gonna take. I guess we want to make a Sacred Site here for the range. So I don't mind just getting a power card now. And maybe we want to play it, right? If it's a minor we like. We got Promise of Protection, Sky Stretches, Inflamed, Domesticated Animals. Oh, Domesticated Animals means we can just... I was thinking we could try to Stillness Order, but we can just defend this now. So let's just grab this for next turn. Easy peasy. And let's bank some energy. I'm probably not going to use this, right? I'm not dealing damage. There's not really any point to using it this turn. So, I mean, I could get a repeat. No, I don't even have enough energy for that. So, it doesn't really make sense. That's fine. Turn 1 is fine. Okay. So Downpour. Downpour wants to maybe pop in here and destroy the town. That's easy. Or we could just prevent the build. We can't play 2 cards, right? Like, that's something that we just don't get to do for a while. So we're not, like, stopping any Explorers by preventing the build. They're still going to be able to see everywhere, pretty much. I guess Many Minds might come in here and push these guys out. In which case we actually pocket that sand and this, maybe end this wetland. No, not end this wetland, but just the sand. Kind of fun. But that doesn't affect what's going on over here. We do have this Like, we might just let this blight. We haven't gotten to the worst parts of Scotland adding blight, so maybe it's not a big deal. One thing that can happen with Scotland is, like, mountains could be right here again, right? It can happen really fast that you get a follow-up Ravage. I just want to gain a power card, and let's see what we get. Maybe we like it more than one of our own cards. Call it a Han Ways, huh? I'm not going to have another moon. This is pretty good elements. Scream Disease. Actually, Many Minds wants to have gained this power a lot. Really good elements for... Many Minds loves cards that have water, just so we can, like, incidental water, because the only ones that have it here are on its two sort of defensive cards that it doesn't always want to be using. How do we feel about Call of the Han Ways? Maybe not for now, but for later. I have another moon, so I can hit the threshold pretty reliably. Let's take it for later. I think this build stop. Wondering if there's a place where pushing the Dahan makes sense. Push them all here? Or push them here. Push in here, maybe the Beast Hills or whatever. Hello, Aristotle. Happy Spirit Island Tuesday. Yeah, it seems like that. Haven't been streaming other games for a while. I'm wondering if I don't play this, though, to save the air for... I mean, I have so many cards with air. It's not a big deal, right? I could just blow up the town. Sort of the same thing. Let's do this so we get some energy. Sneaky energy by special rule. Let's just blow up the town. I think that's okay. I don't know. Kind of equivalent, isn't it? So now we have many mines. I would like to avoid them building the city. Would like to avoid them building on the coast. I don't know that I can do both. I don't think I can do both. If I fill up, well, I could like do this, I guess. Skip invader action. This is easy to defend with beasts. So let's just pile some beasts in here and use pursue. We can get 3 beasts in there, send them away. And we actually pocket, we'll put them in here and we pocket this land or wherever, one of these places, the jungle or whatever. We even need 2 card plays. We do if we want to actually get the threshold to get enough beasts in there, I think. So we have to hit our innate, right, to be able to gather 1 beast. But I have to play an air. I don't mind this. There isn't really... I want to get more Dahan in here, but they're not kind of in the right places right now. That's fine. We'll get our 2 here. And we may play a card. Let's just use it and say no. We did. Alright. We could put them here, but I think that's not great because we don't actually have that much defend. Let's put them in the jungle. I don't know that it super matters. I guess wetlands are easier for you. Doesn't really matter. And I mean, closer to, yeah, whatever. It's fine. There's a beast there already, which makes me want to leave it there. So, and now we can move. We can guide the way, which we only played because we sort of had to. I like these Dahan with the blight. Like, make these Dahan get combined. I think that's like the only thing that does anything at all. I mean, I can put beasts in here. I could just move the beast and not move Dahan. Not a bad idea. Or get beasts in here, which I do need for defending next turn. All right. Just go there with no Dahan. That's fine. Okay. Then I'm waiting for this. We just take the energy, right? We're not repeating this. I guess we could. If they explore wetlands, we could destroy the town that they built here. Hello, clever retort. Downpour makes secret sites turn the wetlands. Is there a unique graphic for it yet? No, we talked about that last week. It hasn't been put in yet, but it's something we're looking at. An option. Maybe we just won't make a secret site this game and you'll never know. That would be mean. Would it be mean? I don't know. It would be weird to never make a secret site with the spirits, since that's part of their kit. Hey, our pocket worked. Why do people say pocket? Weird. Like not. It's like an anti-pocket. Okay. Can you save the choice of repeat for slow? You certainly can. For each 2 water you have during the fast or slow phase, you may either gain energy or repeat. So you can just hit finish using powers and do it later. So they didn't actually come in to my land, so I'm not going to repeat this. I'm going to take the energy instead. But you see, actually, that this is flashing, right? I could repeat it somewhere if I wanted to, but there's no point to that. And unfortunately, Draw on the Fruitful Earth doesn't get me any explorers. It's actually not a very good power for Earth here in against Sweden, isn't it? Or against Scotland, because Scotland makes towns. They only put one. Well, they put an explorer here. There's already a town there. So we'll grab the one guy, I guess. The main thing is I wanted the Han in here. Counterattack. You could repeat it, and the mountain will be solved. I don't need to repeat it. It only does damage to towns. The mountain is solved. I mean, pending the event. There was just one town there, so I used it there. Mischief managed. So we're going to defend these 2 lands with you, assuming you can afford it, and you can. So importantly, I do have to play the card with plant on it in my play phase because this doesn't have plant on it, right? And then I wouldn't be able to do it. I do want to probably get presence into coastal lands like this. So I think I want to do this and probably reclaim next turn to get my defend 5 back. I think that's okay. We're going to play this, and then we'll use our power to play domesticated animals, and we'll defend both. Don't reclaim. We have defend 5, defend 4. We'll just defend a bit. Try to get Dahan into the other lands. Actually, if that's the plan, I don't want to put my presence here. I want to put my presence here. So let's only range 1. Oh, I can add a range 2 with. Let's just go here in case things change. I can reclaim, put range 2 presence there for domesticated animals. Okay. Downpour, Mudinate. It'd be nice to have a little mud icon. Mudinate. Rain and mud suppress conflict. Yeah, potentially. Could have some visual indicator. I'm just gonna. It's getting warm in here with the door open. And that's probably okay. Okay. So this rabbit we want to solve with the innate here. We also have this, which isn't really doing anything that we care about. We might be able to stop this ravage, actually. Just with downpour shenanigans. It's not like the best use of resources, but it's not like terrible. We just throw presents in here. Yeah, this is Might Earth. Clever retort not found. Has a different power. I think, yeah, we can actually defend this. We don't have Dahan. Oh, maybe we can get Dahan. If we play this card, push 2 Dahan. But then they're going to be, their counterattack's not going to work. So, like, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Yep, it's just placeholder artwork. New artwork is being made. Let's figure out if we can defend here. So we can have 3 presents in here by forming bedevilment. And, or whatever, we can push presents. We'll probably leave this one here though. And we use our power probably just once. So 3 defend from our presence and 3 defend from this. And that's it. That seems fine. We don't really have anything else to do, so let's go ahead with it. And let's move toward card plays. We're gonna reclaim next turn. We're not actually getting to 2 card plays, so maybe we don't actually care. What if we just do this? What if we just get... We are gonna get, and we're not playing plant, so we don't actually get that. We're gonna discard a plant card. But I want to, I was like, I can play 2 cards. I actually can't play 2 cards. I only play 1. What do I get if I play this? Oh, like double business? So I don't even need to play the defend. If I play this card, I don't need it. The endless dilemma, right? Hello, Presage 6. It's going well. I could actually put my presence in here. And defend 3, but push Dawn out. It's so annoying that the Dawn get pushed out, right? Oh, and this is also... I guess I can just use this here and push Dahan in here. They don't get to do anything, though. Try to isolate lands, yeah, that's also true. Did I want to discard those cards, or maybe not? That's fine, I think. Abundance and Call can be discarded. I think this is fine. Means we don't have to reclaim next turn, right? We can take this one. So is that the card I want to play next turn? What if I just play... Yeah, because we're doing this, I'm going to have defend 6 here just with my presence. Plus more defend from this. Just wondering if I should have done something else. So... I'm thinking of going to bottom track instead, because we get enough water. We don't need the plant. Yeah, letting the mountain blight is also fine. But there's nothing else to really do, so. If we do this, I want to play, this one's free, but really there's no, yeah. Okay, that one, this one costs, but we don't need to keep it. And I like Gift of Abundance. So we can do this. This is range, that's range 0, so I have to use this at the right time. How far? I only get to move it at range 1. I could move these 2 to Han. But I wouldn't get the isolate. I think I'll move the 1 to Han. It doesn't do much, but or anything. Doesn't do anything. It gets me the defend here. So actually I don't need this. I think you want to pay and get a power card probably, right? Maybe. Yeah, you can push out and push back in. But we don't have any Dahan to begin with, right? So we have repeats and all that stuff, but one Dahan just isn't enough. That's fine. I don't really have anything else to do. One Dahan whose damage is reduced by 2. So yeah. So here, that's an easy defend. Want to never have a sacred site. I don't want more power cards. Also, I want energy. I think I want to do this. If I do this and I can't play that, but I think it's fine. I want to get another card and see what I get. Because I can always just play these 2 cards. Like, worst comes to worst if I don't get the right elements or whatever. So let's just get a card and see what we get. I got air. I just need any card with air. Or sorry, any card with animal. And I can hit it. So I got a card with animal. Which is not great. Really? It's not what I want. You know, we want to get Dahan in here. Set up for next turn, I guess. Put Dahan in here. Now I need a card with animal here for the defend too, if I want to play it. Oh, I don't, it's actually not free. I don't even get to play it. Alright. It's all bad. We just play these 2 cards then. It's fine. So what card do we like? free card. Turns out we're playing those. That's fine. And I kind of don't want to have this here. Well, I mean, if it means that the Dahan won't kill this guy, but that's honestly not a big deal. So I'd rather them not blight if they get +1 damage or something, right? So we can see we have defend 4 here. And we're going to have more. Because we're going to do this. Actually, first I'm going to do this, right? I'm just going to put this down in here, because here is going to have a million... I could get these to Han. I could get those to Han. What if we get the Dahan? Probably have an option for Mud to lower it. Yeah, certainly you can always disable thresholds. That is a thing. Well, you already used it, but that's a thing the game already supports. So what if we use this here once? And this. Use it here again. Use it here. Then we have 5 damage. It only kills 1 city, so it's not the best. We use like all of our resources to kill 1 city. That seems like a big waste. That's like, I'd rather have the energy to do more stuff next turn. I think that's just kind of silly, so let's not do that. Put this Dahan here and isolate this land. Alright, so we have defend 9 there. Plenty. And I played Dreadful Tide just for the elements, really. Wasn't really a thing. Do we want to skip a build somewhere? Skip a build here. Could we? Yeah, if we pull our beast. We get our sacred site over there. We could skip this build. That seems fine. Come on down. Alright, they don't build there. And you are going to do this. And we're going to repeat. Not repeat, we're going to play a card. Put that there. Alright, so we're adding no blight. They are building a coastal city, but that's okay. And we can take the energy now or later. I guess we'll take it now in case an event comes and we want to pay for the event. Like this. Okay, ooh, I love forging webs of mutual support. So if we did that, we got lots of presents. Downpour does have a way to return destroyed present. This card is fact. And there's other effects in the game that can do that. So let's forge a web. Where's our plant situation? We could actually draw the fruitful earth. Doesn't do a whole lot this game with Scotland, so maybe we forget that, but we do have lots of energy too. We do have a bunch of discards I'm happy to do. Earth is already going to reclaim. Though, honestly, it's not a bad idea to keep this just for the elements and activating my innate. So, there's no option to view the Han setup symbols in-game, but it really isn't necessary, generally. So, it's on our list as a very minor thing to potentially go. So we need 7 more energy. We could just pay for it, or forget some plant. Yeah, it's really not important. There's like very, very edge case things like, oh, maybe I should have Dahan around because this event might come up or whatever, or because Fractured Days saw it and stuff like that. But so we acknowledge that it is a thing in like 0.1% of strategical cases. But otherwise, it's not important. So other things are much more important. Okay, so I don't know that I think we just pay. Like, you're getting +4. You can just pay. And you can pay. Let's just pay. Good thing I clicked those buttons. I can afford to get rid of one of these. Takes down to 6, but there's 7 damage. And we don't need this sacred site because this one can see all the lands that it can see. And for you, maybe this one. There's nothing happening up here, right? So got that one. A permanent element. Oh man. So I love to have air and animal all the time. I like to have water sometimes. The water, as I mentioned, is sometimes you just like feel like you're missing the water. But there's no point to having 2, so the thing. Getting 3 card plays soon. Why don't we take this? Cares about how much air you have. So don't we always have air? And we always get together more if we hit that. Oh, sure. I don't know. Earth, I mean, always wants the plant to repeat this. Just no matter what I play, I always get to use it. That's pretty solid. I mean, having sun is nice because often sun is the thing you're missing for this. Or earth, I'm gonna click plant though. And over here, I mean, water is sort of the obvious thing because you get half an energy every turn for it. Plant is nice because you often don't have 2 plants for your cards. I kind of want this tooltip to be on top of here, right? I'll just make a little note here is innate power tooltips should go over top of this prompt. Plant helps Earth getting extra card. Yeah. Well, it just always gets it. Yeah, so I like water, but I like plant as well because it often unlocks this. But it's not a huge deal. So it's going to be water. Water for days. On each board, push beast. What is the Dahan doing? Gather into a Dahan with Dahan setup symbols. There you go. The thing came up. But the game just knows where they are, right? So, not a huge deal. You just go by the prompt, right? Push a beast. We can't push into here. Bad. Because there are towns. Oh wait, hang on. I could have picked a different guy. I could pick this beast or that beast. I leave this beast here. This beast doesn't matter anymore. Go in here. We can push our sacred site. Why not? I guess we could push this beast down. Let's do that. We get a fear card. Gather 1 or 2 Dahan. Oh hey, we can gather Dahan in here. And we get to do 2 damage, which barely does anything, but, well... Oh, a land with Dahan set of symbols set. We don't actually get to do that. This really doesn't matter. Group together. Won't mud suppress all damage? It would suppress a lot, yeah. Each presence lowering by 1, so it would lower it by 4. Yeah, so 2 Dahan wouldn't do anything, would they? Let's get the Dahan grouped up. Or Earth. Earth loves that. Ooh. I'm gonna put 1 more Dahan in here. I want that. I'm gonna defend it. Those guys are gonna be gone. But actually, it means that they'll get to kill the city. So that's great. Move an explorer from a ravage. Cool. I guess that means these lands get emptied. That's really good for against Russia, right? We might see a beer card from Pump Pack 2. This one isn't, but they are in the game. Maybe. We're lucky. Skip the build. So we have escalation. It's board B or F. Add town to the 3 lands with the fewest town. And they go in a jungle. We just like have them pile into the coast and try to blow them up. Actually, they could go... I like having all this nothing here. It's really good, but it doesn't actually do anything. Here we could put a town here, and like... here, I guess. I think I like putting them... I like putting it over here, I think, better, because it can be these 2 mountains and the jungle here. They're already there anyway, so... That's empty. Alright. All we have is get an energy. No slow powers for anybody. Okay. Coffee is finished. So, it's time for reclaims. Pretty much. So we are planning to solve this ravage and this ravage with defend. And that one is already fine. One and this one are question marks. They're just a blight, it's no big deal. We have another city coming here. This city's gonna get gone, this city's gonna get gone. So this 5 to 6 is actually 3 to 6, assuming the ravage happens. Which in theory it might not, right? So that's a thing the event can do. Just like keep rolling up energy and using this to play an extra card now. After getting to 6, sometimes maybe we'll go to the other thing, but I'm still not getting any other part of this because I'm playing a card that doesn't have my elements at all. But alright, we're gonna reclaim. And probably still take a minor. Could go a major, but let's take a minor. One more. Like having lots of cards with downpour, right? Gift of Twin Days. Interesting. We could actually Twin Days, repeat this, and then play something else. But this is actually better to play this for 2 than play this. Actually, what it means is I could just Twin Days this. This is way cheaper for Earth, and we could play something else. I like that. I like that a lot. But is that the card is that the card we're gonna play for downpour? That's the question. Because that's the thing. Downpour is playing 1 card. Does downpour have to do anything else? Like, kind of no. Kind of doesn't have to do anything else besides just play that and chill. So maybe that's fine. Maybe downpour just plays that and chills. Unfortunately, it doesn't get to, like, do anything. So maybe that's not a great idea. I think it's not, it's an interesting combo, but it's not actually good. That makes sense. We can, like, use Razor Sharp and stop a build. We can actually do stuff, right? Versus just, like, making Earth pay a little less and getting 1 more fear or whatever. Not that exciting. So we can use Razor Sharp, or we can do something else. There were other powers there, but I didn't think any of them were that great. I have 3 water all the time. Nice. I kind of want to just Razor Sharp that guy. Is there any reason to do something else? I guess I can, like, destroy town or whatever. Kind of an off turn because next turn we're going to get 2 card plays. So I'm fine with just doing that. We have a stage 1 card coming later, and this one's coastal. So let's just do this, just a mini turn for you. And what are we doing over here? I have this for some reason. Let's take another off turn. Try out some beasts in the jungle, maybe over here. You want to go to energy and just play these 2 cards. probably fine. I have like an off turn for everybody. I would like to have 3 card plays when I reclaim. I can do that. I think it's probably worth doing that because I have enough 0 cost stuff that I can play, and I want to play 3 of them next turn. So. All right. Just a mini turn. Nothing too exciting. Yeah. I could do this again, but isn't really a place. I could have gotten to another place like here, but I wasn't close enough, right? I could repeat it, but I think I'll just take energy. Maybe we want to pay for an event again. And gather a beast. Maybe we put a beast in here and they don't. Let's get our presence out of here in case they get +1 damage. Maybe the beast kills the guy. Hey, it did. And they don't do +1 damage. Could have, but they didn't. Ignore wilds. +1 explorers on these boards. Take that. Beast party, not doing a whole lot, but a little bit. We don't have any slow damage, right? So. And Dahan to a land with Dahan. Hey, that means we kill everything. There. That's cool. Let's put an extra Dahan here in case they get that event that converts things. Nice. You getting tier level 2? Not for a while. Alright, jungle party next turn. Click a land to add a town. We have sands happening. So this escalation is happening on board C. Yeah, this wetland, I guess. I don't like putting towns on the coast because that means if mountain comes up next, they're going to build there. I mean, if it does, they're going to build there anyways because they can explore the town into that land. Anyways, so you know what? But it's less to deal with, right? And I'm gonna put more. Okay, I guess we're putting it there anyway. All right, we have a couple blighted sands that we want to take care of, probably. And they're adding the extra explorer here because of that. And that extra explorer here is from the event. All right. Get 3 fear. Add 2 beasts at range 0, which is gonna be in here. I'd love to get some Dahan in these lands. So, these ravages are all clean. Here we have, they're all like, not that big. The next turn is what I'm more worried about. We can stillness the jungle there, maybe. And plan to stillness again next turn. We can rituals here for 5. And maybe get 6, actually, and clean it out. I like that. Maybe we can repeat rituals. We have 3 to hunt in both. We need to make this a sacred site. Let's get a power card. We get a major power. I don't know if we want a major power. I think we want to play... Play rituals and stillness. We're short in earth, right? Still. To get the repeat on. We need to get one more card play, so we can't quite do that this turn unless someone gets elemental boon. Let's see what we get. We're getting another minor power here. These are not cards. These are cards for downpour. Oh well. We have an heir. It's fine. I mean, we might want to consider the effects that the cards do. Pushing Blight is fine. Moving Blight from Sands is fine. I'm not excited to see these cards. And pushing a town fast stops a build. That's true. That's pretty good against Scotland. You can also just push the town by this, but it's slow, so. None of these are super exciting. They mean I'm not hitting my thresholds, right? Unless I have a spare play, like, later on. And if I'm gonna have a spare play later on, I kind of want to remove Blight, probably than pushing it around. We could use currents here. I'm not excited about these cards. I'm gonna take that because Scotland, but it's... Alright, we probably just... I don't know if we do the defend there or the skip. There's no Dahan. We can move Dahan. But I want the Dahan here. We can probably... I'm sure we can cover both because we can skip one and defend the other. Maybe skip here. Because here we want to kill them because of Scotland, right? That means we want to... I mean, we could use this, but we want to have a bigger defend. We need to defend 4 at least. Yeah, we can't play that. We're getting a bunch of beasts. That's good. We just need to get one more animal. Donks? Is there a land where this does something? I don't think it does, right? I mean, it sort of does, because we can't afford to have that many beasts in other places, though. I want them to be here. Guide the Way is going to move a beast in here. It can be just our presence, right? We can use Teeming Host. How many does this need? 3. Okay. Teeming Host here. Gather more. Push 1 here. And 2 here. And we have 3 here. And we have 2 here, and we can pursue this guy so he doesn't build. That seems good. Pursuing this guy would be better, but you can always just defend this, like, and blow them up. As long as they... Yeah, I think that's fine. Can we blow up this? I don't think so. But we can blow up this. Alright, what is Downpour doing? Like before, we still don't know what we're doing with you. Maybe we were going to decide what kind of card we were gaining, right? So I think this is blocked, this is defended with Dahan. So the city dies, so that's good. And Downpour can potentially get some more Dahan in places, right? Downpour could throw some Dahan. Downpour could also probably stop that. Maybe Downpour comes and helps with this. Can a Downpour actually help with this? Probably, right? So... we go in here and here. I would love to get the isolates, but I don't have enough. I guess I can... I don't have enough presence around right now. Maybe I go in here. But I want to move the Dahan. Problem is I don't have any Dahan gathering. I don't think I'm gaining a power card, so I think we're not getting Elemental Boon. And we're going to go up card plays probably. I guess we can see what power card we get. Do we take a major power or do we take a minor power? We also get a repeat for someone. So that's handy. A free repeat. Oh, this is a non-free repeat for rituals. So many options. Let's just get a power. Minor power. All to trade. Ah, needs Dahan. But we can have Dahan there. Defend 2 in lands. I like Call to Trade here. Just let this build up and then blow it up. Alright. This wants to be a sacred site. So if I play Call to Trade, we get +1 damage, we get a repeat for someone else. I can give a repeat of Ritual's Destruction. I think that's good. Then we don't have to reclaim our defense. We just blow stuff up. And we can skip this next turn. No Dahan for Call to Trade. Yet. Don't worry. Okay. You are going to put presence. Maybe in here, we can plan to clean up the blight. Does it have to be a wetland? No. And do I want plant? Yeah, because then I get to remove the blight. Okay. Discard 2 power cards. Sorry, Dahan Ways. You're not getting played, and Benesh is not getting played. Okay. Next, get to play 2 cards. Okay, and I can move a presence. Ooh, I have an innate to gather. That's even better. I don't have to play this. Oh, I have to play it because I need that earth. There's somewhere else I would rather have been. I think actually, I don't go in here. I move a presence in here. We're going to remove the blight, I think. Because I need to have one in somewhere around the pond. But I was thinking I want to have one in here. Because that stops this from blighting. By this. That is defend 2. Bomb. Bomb. Okay. I think that is what we want. Seems complicated. Okay. Now I don't have a presence in a wetland, so I don't get the destroyed presence part of this, but you know, you can't have everything, can you? I don't think I get to have that if I have these other things that I want to do. I mean, I don't have to remove blight. What if I don't remove blight and instead let someone put presence? You can't even program it in. What's better, removing a blight in a land that doesn't matter, or... Yeah, right? Removing blight in a land doesn't matter. Like, why? Why do I care? I'd rather put presence down than remove blight. So, sorry, we'll do a slight change. The slight change is this. But I have to undo everything because that presence placement depended on that. Oh, so maybe actually... I can't do that? I could move the presence here. No, but I wanted presence here and here, right? Maybe I really can't. There's a range. Because I can't get directly into one of those places from here. I mean, I can go here. Sure. But if I do that, then I don't, right? Then I'm not in the place. Oh, but I can always... I can do this first and then move the presents in and then do that, right? No, I can't do that. Oh, this is how it works. Okay. This is still a wetland. I still have my presence here to do the things I need to do. Okay. That's the adjustment. There's no blight removal, but that's the trade-off. Alright. You are going to have a repeat. And who wants to add presents? Me or you? Probably you, Earth, right? I don't need to have 3 in that land. I guess I just don't have a lot of presents on the board as Downpour. Maybe actually Downpour. Okay, we're gonna do this. Actually defend 2. We're going to do this. And put Dahan in here. Maybe we'll put both. It's not a wetland, so I don't get to isolate. And I'm gonna do this and play Call to Trade. Take the +1 damage. Oh man, I get a card too? So you don't have to do the threshold, so do it. Gain a power card. Another miner? We're spending... Oh, I can't afford to repeat rituals. I calculated my energy wrong. That's okay. I can just take the +2. We don't have to do rituals again, right? It's like that was sort of sweet. So the cost is +1. Oh, but I can repeat Gift of Abundance, right? Any power, and give the energy that way. Okay. So major or minor? I think minor because we're spending all our energy, and maybe we get a defend for next turn. We didn't, but we got fast Dahan movement. But Gift of Living Energy elements are great for us. Yeah. Energy party. Okay, Gift of Strength. You can give energy back again. And we get to add more presents. Wait. Do we not have... Oh, you don't have destroy presents? What happened to your destroy presents? Oh, it just happened automatically. Sorry, I didn't notice. It's here. That's what happened. Don't mind me. Call to trade. Leave that to Han there because we want to get here with Ritual Destruction. Get to gather a town? Ooh. We want... I don't want them to build here so that I can kill it. As long as we're not in danger of losing the game. We're not in danger of losing the game, right? Probably. A little slightly risky. Oh, I can repeat Call to Trade, but I'm not going to do that. Repeat Rituals of Destruction. We're going to just like spam rituals on this later, so. Alright, and I think you're done, but for... Hello? I'm streaming. How you doing? Yeah? Are you coming home? Okay. I can send Maysam with your lunch. Okay, call him about it. Okay, bye. All right. So that's all exciting. That's all taken care of, right? And this we had planned, and hopefully we didn't screw it up. So we can just do this now. We can use those beasts. We're going to pursue. No, we're not going to pursue. We're going to guide the way here so that the Han come. Oop. Oop. I could have moved these beasts, I guess. That's fine. No, we can have the sacred site there. I'd kind of rather have the sacred site here, wouldn't I, though? Let's send a beast from here. Okay, and we are going to do this. Gather beast, just one. We gather this one. And we need to send one here. It can be the sacred site. And the rest go here. Then we reset and confound. And pursue. You can go here. Alright. So, finally, one blight, because we might not skip it there. That's why it shows that. And looking otherwise pretty good. So we could repeat Call to Trade now, but we're going to do repeat Rituals Destruction for lots of fear and damage. And, oh, we still have this. We don't need to repeat Unbearable Deluge, I don't think. Is there any point to that? Don't have. I think we could get one more Dahan somewhere. I guess. Oh, we can get a Dahan here. I mean, why not? Gather a Dahan here. We might get converted into a town. I guess that's the reason why not, but maybe he won't be. Maybe he won't even do any damage. So he's not even doing anything. So maybe there's a better spot for that. You don't have to gather Dahan either, so maybe we just don't gather Dahan. I think that's probably better. Okay, and we can take energy or repeat. We don't have any slow powers, so we just take some tons of energy. It's major power time next turn. Okay. Oh my gosh, I heard you like energy. Numinous Crisis. There's 6 blight on the card. That's 18 energy. How can I decline? How can I decline? That's incredible. 6 energy each. And just downward spiral, like LOL. Okay. There's no disease. Free defend 2. Defend 1 on all ends. Thanks a lot. Skip this and it should do whatever. 4 damage. This is a build. 1. Oh no, 5 Blade 2 Cascades. Let's see how long that lasts. Bam. Bam. +1 damage. Alright, we all have 1,000,000 energy, and everything is happening. So it seems like a good time to get a major power. 13 energy. Seems good. We have this and this that are cascades. That's just a tiny Ravage. But everybody is happy to get major powers. We want to just do this? I think so. We want to add presence. Lets us get a bit more water. Maybe we get something awesome. Irresistible Call Tsunami. Tsunami with Scotland. It's pretty good tsunami right here, isn't it? I don't have the Earth right now. Irresistible Call is pretty awesome too. But Tsunami with Scotland, right? This is coastal. So we know that they're going to explore the coasts and be thresholded, which we're not. That would be cool. Entwined Power is kind of fun too. Good. I have good elements for that. I feel like it's Tsunami. It's not even enough damage, but we can like blow up maybe this land, or do a number on that land. What does this do? We're playing it this turn. Isolate, push, 1 explorer. Sure, like they don't build there. We could also, we could wipe out this mountain that they're going to explore into. Maybe we do that. This just seems like a good one. And we can, we can repeat it by paying its cost, right? So we can actually use it here and there. Okay. I have to forget a card. Sorry, Dahanways. You never got used and you're never getting used. I'm going to put presence here and make it a sacred site, and then we can get the Dahan out of here as well. I think water is fine. Oh, I can't make that a sacred site. Right, okay. Yeah, I can't quite. I have to put it here. I have to move this presence here and put this presence here so I can reach with Tsunami. Follow the highways of discard quadrant, yeah. So we can use Tsunami here and here. Or we can use it here, whatever, we have options. We don't get to save the Dahan, but that's fine. Okay. And give energy. So stillness is still fine. I wonder if I can reach... I actually can reach this with stillness. We can just stillness those 2 cascades. If we reclaim. Reclaiming means we don't actually get to get a major. But we have other cards that are really expensive, and we can repeat stuff and whatever, so... Let's just use stillness this turn. There's no Dahan, so like defending is kind of lame. So I want rituals. I want to just keep spamming that as much as I can. And we can get +2 damage on it. Can I get it? Like if I use draw the fruitful earth, we can just repeat that here a bunch of times. So that seems good. And I'm going to get Gift of Strength at 3, which is another repeat. There's a repeat of rituals. Or repeat of stillness, I guess, is what I want to do. Cool. And I max out this this one. Almost max out this one, but not quite. Alright, many mines. So these are solved by stillness. Like, not exciting, but it's fine. You want to get a major power? By paying for it, I guess? That's fine. You could just do that. Forget one of these cards we don't really want. Maybe we do something about this. We could just defend it. We have the ways. Wow. Talons of Lightning? Unrelenting Growth seems unnecessary at this point. Talons... We do have 3 fire and air available. Unleash a Torrent is pretty good too. We might be able to hit the threshold sometimes. Trees and Stones is very good if there's a spot where they're not all dead already. This is very good for Earth, of course, but Earth didn't pick it up. If I take Talons, I can't threshold it this turn. It's not. I think that's like a card for next turn, right? One of the coastal. Hit this coastal mountain after it builds or whatever. So it's a future card. But maybe I'd rather something I can like play right away. Like maybe I can I get the threshold on that? No. We don't have anything, right? No. Can we get Dahan into there fast? Not really. Oh wait, you range 1 from Wetland. Yeah, I can't quite reach. Get Dahan into here. I think that just blights, right? It's fine. So is it Unrelenting Growth? I do get to push Presence. What if I push Presence here? Range 1 from a wetland. Still, does Dahan not in the right spot? I want to be able to push these guys. I could have moved Presence in a different way now that I could use Boon of Swarming Bedevilment to get the Sacred Site into here, I think. Maybe? Maybe not. Not sure if that works. What about Unleash a Torrent? Is that any good? Somewhere I want to use that? Eh. We could like... I have 5 energy. I could just do a bunch of stuff there. None of these powers are what I want. They're all sort of just not quite what I want. Maybe it's Talons of Lightning and I play next turn. I think that's probably fine. You have to keep that. Don't think I want Terra Turns to Madness anymore. Maybe I want to play it this turn, though. I could save some Dahan with this, I guess. That's a thing. I want my keep cards. Alright, let's just get rid of this. And save some Dahan with that card by putting presence there and using that. And we just do sort of a off turn for you as well. We just let that blight, that's fine. Whatever. Big deal. Four card plays. I think we need energy for that major. I can put the Han here. So I don't have to play Draw the Fruitful Earth. I could play something else if I want. But I think I want to play that anyway. I'll move them somewhere else. Make beasts. Oh, I could defend this. I guess I can just defend it. Sure. I don't really care. Okay. Make fear. I can do both. Okay. Stillness. And I have to do this. Oh, I can take my major power now. But I can also just take it next turn and forget some things. Okay, let's do that. I don't know, something that has elements for me. Dark and Tangled Woods. Or... Alright. Stillness the things. I also have Downpour stuff. I played this because I had it. I was gonna do this, right? You can go here. Get killed. Probably. This is only defend 2. Did I play an animal? Nah. Maybe we get defend in all lands or whatever. So give me 2 beasts. And I don't want to push. I want those guys to be there for... May as well put them here, right? Then Draw the Fruitful Earth can do something else, so... And we want to repeat Tsunami by paying for it, so we don't have to do anything now. We're not actually in anywhere they're ravaging, but in case, I guess. Can't hurt. Do we care about doing this anywhere? I don't think so. Can't reach there. This is... We could isolate some lands. You know this is coastal, right? So we could isolate the coast. And then they don't get to explore there. So like, here's like the only one. I can use this not 0 times. I can use it 3 times. So we may as well isolate 1 here, right? Sure. We could isolate this and just have this coast be one land that gets hit by tsunami. They're still going to build here because of the rule. Unless we isolate it again, I guess. I think I'm fine with them building there. We have lots of tools to deal with it, so let's hit finish. I have lots of energy in case we gotta pay for something. Oh no, destroy presents. Here, I guess. Don't want to lose a beast in case the beasts do something. This can be... Probably this one is sort of not doing anything. And this has 3, so... Remove a beast from a land with blight. Remove wilds from a land with blight. Oh, but I can say it's not. I can say that's not a beast. It's May. May. In each land with disease, there's no disease. And add to hunt. Cool. So we say that is not a beast. I don't know what you're talking about. Not a beast. Agree to hunt. Click a land to add to Han. Maybe this one? And a whole bunch, I guess. This one. And only one choice or skip here, so that one. A fear card. And strike to a town. Oh hey, that stops them blighting here. Cool. And maybe in here, since maybe we defend that. Anything on the coast is going to get tsunami'd, like, eventually, so. Coastal lands. Surprise, surprise. The coastal lands, they add... yeah, we're asking the order because it says maximum 2 lands per board. So here, for example, we can choose which lands get the town versus the city. I want this to get a town. I want this to get a town. Let's get to explore. And kind of, I'm only doing 8 damage with tsunami, right? So that's 8. I don't know. I can, if I put an explorer here, then it's all gone. Oh, except I can't choose because they're skipping here, so it actually doesn't matter. That's fine. Alright, now time for everything to explode. I think I want to get more fear with this, so let's use it first. And we want to tsunami. And we want to tsunami. Maybe all the towns? No. do that. You're short 1 damage, but that's okay. We're out of things, so let's take it. And we Rituals of Destruction, just like here, a bunch of times. So much stuff. At least we do it. We don't have repeats, do we? Like, we got repeats. We don't actually have repeats. We use the repeat on else. So, do this. Alright. We can bring more Dahan in and defend a bunch there. I think that's probably a good idea. Or we could defend this one little baby land, but maybe that's better. How much? There's 8 there, 15 damage. Maybe we want to actually do this. Draw. Oh, but I want to stop. I don't actually stop that build because you can see if I pull him away that still build as Scotland. So yeah, what's better to make defending this baby land? Little baby land. I think just getting more Dahan in here is better. And actually, when they're ravaged, the cities will die and they won't get to build there. Actually. I get to add a couple beasts, put them here in Scumble. Oh, look, we're done. Alright, we still ended up with one little baby town left there. Towns of Lightning, unfortunately, is, like, not awesome right now. There's not a good place for it. I guess this mountain is fine. And we destroy a town here and a town here. But it's like, if we threshold it, it would be way cooler. But it's not. It's not way cooler. Hello, Space Hawk. Welcome. You had your own Tuesday Spirit Island on Steam online. Nice. Okay, we're going to... What are we going to do? How much do we have to defend here? 17? It seems like a lot. We have 3, 8, 12. Or they build instead. So we need 5 more defend. Maybe someone can help. Maybe we want to be in that land, right? Because of this. Oh, but I can repeat. Surely I get a repeat. Do I get a repeat? I don't have enough sun. Do I get to play more cards? No. I only get to play 3. 1, 2, 3. And no sun. But maybe you can let me repeat. You can let me repeat. And that's enough. So, I think it's good. We're going to do this. And we're going to play that. And we're going to be fine. Okay, we're just going to defend this and it's going to do a heck of damage. And this is, I don't know, whatever. If it blights or whatever, I don't care. Yeah, this is might an aspect for Earth. Alright, we're going to reclaim. I don't think I have, like, a whole lot of tsunami energy right now. Let's take a minor power. Call to guard. Oh boy. That's like exactly what we need for that land. Elemental Boon, though. But what about Call the Guard? Call the Guard is defending for 7 there. And it does 2 more damage, so that seems awesome. Let's do this. So we don't need to repeat. Call the Guard. We can actually play like Gift of Living Energy. We don't have to do this, I think. Maybe. We'll see how it works out. Oh, I could do this. If I wanted to. It seems not awesome, though. I want to do awesome things. I could do this and get Dahan in here for this Ravage. That would be pretty great. I wish I could like do more things. I can repeat Call the Guard as many times as I want. Not as many times as I want, but like a lot of times. So many foolish things I can do. And I was gonna kill the stuff with Talons of Lightning. That's fine. We want to reclaim, probably. Sure. A card with the elements for that power. One damage per Dahan present. What if everything gets murdered all the time? What if that happened? Let's click that. I just want to click these things and see what happens. So if I click those 2 and this one, then we destroy this stuff. Destroy town, destroy town. We have plenty of defend. Or we can chase the guy out of here. Or, right? I think that all roughly works. And we can get some Dahan in here for the counterattack. We can Call the Guard. Gift of Living Energy for getting a repeat. And whatever power card. This all seems... Oh, I think I wanted one more thing. I wanted to move presence. Did I want into here? I was looking at a power that cared where my presence was. I think I don't want that. So if I play Gift of Living Energy, take the damage, take a card. I'm just going to trust that everything works fine. I'm pretty sure we're winning pretty hard. Still haven't taken a major power, huh? Why not? I don't know. Manifest Incarnation? I don't know if we're getting to the slow phase. Maybe we are. It's pretty rad. What does it want? Sun and Moon. And who wants energy? You want more tsunamis next turn, but you can get... You want some energy for Talons of Lightning. Yeah. Alright, things are blowing up. Have some Dahan. Have some more Dahan. Guess we should probably make sure this works. Wait, defend 14, still 3 damage left. Dark and Tangled Woods gives us more fear. That seems good. Alright, we get each city does plus 3 damage or something. That's fine. We could just block this with our thing. It's fine, we don't need to waste energy. And we only get to defend 2 here, huh? Not enough. What if we called a guard there? How about... It's plenty now. And... I think we want to pursue this guy. Let's get some beasts. More beasts in here. Actually, leave it here. Take it from here. Because there's no invaders there. Oops. One there. Just leave them here. Found. 2. Go in there. Alright. Things are happening. No blight. Some builds, but not danger builds. Destroying a presence. Maybe here. And for you, here's the town over there. And for you, yeah, kind of here as well, because we want that for tsunami. +1 damage per land. I think that's okay. Add disease. Ooh, 3 disease. Remove flight. Oh my gosh, it worked. Panic ensues. Remove from a coastal land. We're still going to build there. Still going to build here. We're not doing damage, but we can defend it easily. We can defend both of them easily. So... Yes, oh. They're not going to still build there, because this city's going to get destroyed. They are still going to build here in any case, so let's remove these 2. And 4 fear cards? That's good. How did we get 4 fear cards? I guess Talons of Lightning generates a bunch, and we did a whole bunch. Must have been on the edge of a fear card earlier. Replace 1... Oh, this is from Promo Pack 2. Replace 1 Explorer Town with 1 Dahan in a land with 2 or more Dahan. Nice. So we can turn him into a Dahan. Or him, or him. Is this killing everybody? No. So... we can change an Explorer to a Dahan. Get to pick the land again. This is killing everything now. That's so good. Okay. Then where else? I don't know. These Dahan are killing everything. There's a whole bunch there. I want... that's fine if it builds, so I guess here and here. I think we're winning a little. Now this is another normal pack 2 card. On each board, remove 1 town. What if I don't want to remove a town? I guess I should have removed it from mountain. And this striped guy. Yeah, fear card, that's like Call the Dawnways. Skip the next row build. Okay, I wanted them to build though. Fine. This game is almost over. Look at this. Dahan smash. We have a lot of Dahan. The events have been adding them for us. We're escalating over here. They have 1 coastal building there. They have 1 land with coastal city. They're exploring mountains. They're gonna see this mountain no matter what. So there. They don't see this mountain right now. See this one. So fine. Here? Are we gonna get to defend that? We can just like skip it, or we can maybe, I don't know. Yeah, we could skip it. Or blow it up with Talons of Lightning. That doesn't work there. So oh, okay. Sure, we'll deal with it. I'm not concerned. We can put a Badlands there. So many fast powers all the time. Alright, we just have to kill the last 2 cities. 3 cities, we win. This removes a city. Can we use Tsunami fast? That would be great. Okay, so Ravage is pretty simple. We actually have like 2-3 lands that are doing anything and not even really doing much. And we have a double build. So actually that's going to create a bunch of cities in quick succession. But they're not building at all on this coast. They're building cities and then another town. Actually though, they're not ravaging because of the skip. Not even ravaging. So what can we like finish them off fast? Let's take another major power here, I guess, and try to find a fast edge one. Move up to 3 health of invaders. That's a thing. Do I have a threshold on this? Maybe. Almost. I mean, we can just do this. Pretty good for here. I accept. I think Dark and Tangled Woods did its job. Actually, thresholds with this really well. I'm not going to threshold that. There's no point. Play more cards. If we make it further, I can do that. This just adds a beast, I guess. I don't actually have a place for manifest, but if they do build, then I will. So we can remove this, or we can remove one of these. So Alright, what are you doing? I guess we tsunami. Because tsunami actually kills a bunch of stuff. So we want to get some energy. And I can actually hit the threshold and blow up the stuff that they do build, so. Alright. Let's make sacred site. And we're gonna lose presence, right? So get more water, I guess. Do we have something at range 0 that we care about? Oh, maybe try an explorer in a mountain. I don't think we're playing that though, right? So that. Discard that. We're playing stuff with Earth. So we're not playing either of it. I don't really care. Oh, I don't have, I can't afford it. I have to pick the last threshold. The last one. And like, I don't have enough energy to play Tsunami. If I do this, then I can play these two cards. Maybe I get a free card with Earth. Let's see. Nope. Not at all. Not at all. Guess I can put that presence like somewhere else. Or we can destroy a town. I don't know. It doesn't probably matter. In case they get to the... I'm probably going to destroy that presence anyways, but... Alright. This is what I want. Because they're going to build. This is going to do a bunch. Alright. You have anything? I mean, we could get Talons of Lightning back and play it, but the problem is it doesn't really do a whole lot. Could destroy a town, town, that's about it. What else are we doing? We're generating a billion fear, probably. Do we pay for another card and just carry on? I think so. Nature? We can get up to 6 energy, so okay. Pyroclastic Flow. Hey, that's actually good. We actually get to threshold at 2. So we can blow up this land. We can tsunami like over here, right? So we can blow this up with Pyroclastic Flow. That seems good. We get something out of our discard. Maybe just one. And we actually don't. We can play 4 cards. I think we're just winning pretty hard here. That hits a threshold, and then we just do whatever else we want. Give actions. Make fear. This makes even more fear. Does it make more fear than that? It doesn't make that more fear. Okay. That's okay. There's going to be, maybe. This is like just for the beast. Maybe beast still damage. could happen. Can't play another card. That's okay. Pyroclastic. What if everything died? What if I had the right elements, I could repeat Pyroclastic Flow. That would be cool. That would actually, we win the, there's no cities right now, but we don't have enough fear. What if we make a big land with tons of beasts and we generate 1 billion fear? What if instead of using that there, I made angry cows here? There's no buildings there. Okay, fine. I think we can win right now instead of waiting. So they're not building here, except in that one spot. Alright, give me all your beasts. This land has the most. 1, 3, 4, 5. Don't push. Oh, I need to have invaders in a land with beasts. Okay, use this first. I can't do it exactly how I want. Maybe I can. I have to leave 3 in 1 land. Probably there's more fear doing it the other way, right? I think we win. Any situation, there's a way that we make the fear. GG! Yeah, we were just playing with our food at that point. Alright, so new stuff shown. We have Downpour, we have Earth Might aspect with temporary artwork here, and yeah, Scotland level 3. We had 1 million Dahan. There were 27, so there were 9 on each board. They start with 6. I don't think we lost any Dahan, and the events added 3 times, and they all hit. So, a lot of Dahan friends. And yeah, there's only 2 blight left on the island, so good score. Alright, so that has been, we actually just made stage 3, just. That has been some more Spirit Island Royal Pack 2 Feather previews. Next week, we might have a hummingbird. So let's see about that. Could be interesting. We'll see you then. Have a good day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye for now.